It was such a gorgeous night last night. You could see it was calm. You could see the stars. I sat outside down by the boathouse for a good 45 minutes thinking tonight's the night. I see another UFO, but no, nothing. Yo, it's Smallmouth Crush. What do you do when you got 3 of the top bass fishermen in the county?
County?
I don't know. How do you even say that?
I don't live in New York.
Start over. Yo, it's Smallmouth Crush. What do you do when you have a big Bassmaster Open tournament coming up in less than a handful of days? You go perch fishing. Why not?
Fill the freezer with clean protein.
Today's special guest, we got Epic Eric.
What's up, everybody?
And Matt from Bass Talk Live.
BTL in the house!
And we're going to jack on some jumbos because that's what Matt wanted to do today. That's all coming up. So we're up here on Lake Ontario, and we did a lot of bass fishing. We caught quite a few fish yesterday. Eric and I did. Matt just came up yesterday, and he's practicing for the Open as well. But he's craving some delicious yellow perch, and I am the man when it comes to yellow perch on Lake Ontario.
You're Captain Perch-tastic.
That's right. So we're going to try to see if we can catch a few fish and put something together for the frying pan.
Oh my God, let it be a sheep's head.
That is not a perch.
That's a walleye or a smallmouth.
That's a smallmouth.
That's freaking awesome.
That's 100%.
That
That's
camera
awesome. That's awesome.
We catch a little sheephead too.
Let's just get landing practice for what's coming up.
That's right. First we thought it might have been a smallmouth. Perch day.
This is interesting.
Not what you signed up for.
You drive 8.5 hours from home for the legendary lake tour pre-show, and you know, you get a couple hours of fishing in this morning. We pivot and we go to perch jerking. But I'm pretty happy because, consistent with the Bass Lab methodology, when you're out and you're out of night crawlers, no worry.
We're not out of night.
Listen, if you were,
you just wanted to design something.
This is the Berkeley Maxcent flatworm perch version.
Nice.
Trademarked it myself today. So all you creative entrepreneurs out there, don't even think about applying for a patent because I've already got it.
Yep.
It's scoring.
Yeah.
2 jumbos in the well based on the Perch-tastic flatworm. Captain Travis Perch-tastic endorsed. I don't know, dude. What are we doing? But you'll see part of this episode. I don't know, Travis. I mean, there's a personal best experience here. Yeah. And it's going to be pretty spectacular. Wait for the footage. He's standing proud and tall up there, Mr. Pangrack from PTL. Come on. I got the Panfish Elite version, Bass Pro Shops.
You just went over a bunch.
Did you want to go
behind my motor?
Did you want to go over my setup, Travis?
No, we're good.
I'm fishing the Bass Pro Shops Panfish Elite.
Well, we got the Legend Extremes up there.
Well, yeah. So
Panfish Legend Extremes.
Panfish Legend Extreme. I got the Bass Pro Shops version. Thank you, Johnny Morse. You've done me right. It worked just fine. I don't feel like I'm at a disadvantage. Not sure how I ended up with this rod, but that's okay. Show! Ahoy!
All right, we were catching perch, but Eric kind of lost it here for some reason.
Yes! We need a little energy out here. Come on, quit moping. Let's go! Catch those perch! This is Captain Perch-tastic. We only got 6 inchers. This is not Perch-tastic action. Let's go! I'm headed! Where? This is Perch-tastic.
Presentation of that night crawling.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, enough is enough. I had to take Matt over to a little secret little spot I got not too far away. And this is where he got it done.
show Matt a spot or two. We had to go smallmouth fishing a little bit today.
It's a freaking Leviathan. It's my personal best is a 5'9".
We'll see.
My personal best is that is a 5'9". That's every. How big is this?
You want me to grab them? Or you want to grab them?
You can grab them. This is this is 100
practice. Or you want to get personal best?
I think you need to land your own fish.
Okay, I'll land it.
Land your own fish, man. You gotta do it, Matt.
That might be a 7.
Oh, it's not.
Wow, that's a big pig, dude.
Oh, don't go in, Matt. Don't go in.
That's a personal best.
Yes! Yes! Oh!
Look at that freaking smallmouth! Good lord! That's the biggest smallmouth I've ever caught in my life. You told me there'd be a big one on it, and it was one cast in. Look at the size of that fish! Oh my gosh! It looks like a freaking grouper.
It does.
Well, that fish was over 6. That was Matt's personal best. He did break it later, actually, during the event. He caught another big stud. I think he caught a couple 6-pounders that week. So good for him. So now I'm getting serious. I got to start practicing. And I've had some really good days, as you'll see. I just a couple clips of some fish catches. I was really dialed in for weeks leading up to this event. Just some really nice fish.
That's a pig. Wow. Dang, I'm on them today. Man.
So I'm pretty sure the leader on day 3 of this tournament was fishing right here. And I found these fish in practice, but I never went back to them. Even captured a pretty big walleye and donated it to the Matt fish fry that night. Need to figure out a game plan, and that's why I'm here in the river, just in case it gets too windy and I have no other options. There's Will now. Let's go. You're late. Yeah, you're late.
So today's little river adventure did not go as planned. The wind kicked up and we didn't really learn anything. So I'm just hanging out this afternoon trying to get things organized since it's pretty bad out there.
Not a fish to be found. I literally thought I'd come here and wreck him in the tournament, but it's obviously here today, gone tomorrow, could be back this afternoon type of spot. So that's kind of frustrating, although this would have been a long drive to get out here. They're just not here. Let's look around the area, but that's it's not shocking, it's just kind of frustrating, because let's say you did come out here in the tournament and you run into this. 0 fish. Literally was every drop. Heavy 4s, 5-pounders, as many as you wanted to catch, and that was 2 days ago.
So it's the final day of practice. It's gonna be a little windy. I decided to come out and kind of finalize a few things. You know, yesterday I went out, and one of the areas where I had a bunch of fish, they were gone. And this is kind of how this place has been fishing all year long. It's they're there one day and they're not the next, and they'll be back the next day. And so it's a risky situation because I'm making such long runs to some of these areas, and if they're not there, you lost a ton of time. And so that does have me concerned. I do have some fish somewhat close by that should be in the zone, but some of the further out of reach ways, that's going to be a decision I have to really focus on and try to decide what's going to make the most sense, what direction I go. 50-50 chance here, guys. I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but I'm just saying I could make a bad call and your day's shot. So especially with the conditions we have, it's gonna be bumpy out there tomorrow for the tournament. Maybe I can find something a little closer today. That's my plan. I'm not going to be able to venture out, but I do have 3 solid areas. I did find a new area yesterday that has some good fish in it. Update, I'm wrecking them on the Beast Coast football jig, big time. New spot, well, not new, but spot I haven't hit all week. Look at that fatty. Nice. Well, we're rigging up, getting things ready. I had a little nightmare earlier today. I was out fishing and I actually got on them really good, like surprisingly caught them hardcore, throwing that new football jig that we designed with Beast Coast. The old OW open water sniper jig, and like crazy crushed them good. So I got another option in the arsenal, but then my trolling motor broke. And did we not freak out or what?
Oh yeah, it was quite the ordeal. Travis calls up, he's posting on social media, he needs a boat, he needs live scope, he needs spot lock.
I have a lot of demands.
The big difference between Travis and myself is that I try to stay cool, calm, and collected because 9 times out of 10 you can fix it. But it was definitely a little hectic for an hour or so. So he gets the boat over to my buddy's house. We start wrenching on it for the 2nd time this week. And we find out that underneath the little button here, he must have had some jankum because the constant worked, the anchor worked. So I watched a video on how you can flip this. I took this all apart and wiggled the button around a little bit, blew it out with some air, and wouldn't you know, all of a sudden it started working again. So you should have seen Travis's face. He went from, yo, bro, what are we gonna do? To, all right, well, it'll probably still not work tomorrow, which is still better than what he was at. But
True.
Big shout out to Thayer's Marine
and
Henry Friska. Richie at Thayer's had a trolling motor in stock just in case we had to make the 6-hour drive, and then a good friend of mine, Henry Friska, said, well, we won't make it 6, dude. I'll go down there and grab the trolling motor and I'll meet you part way. So big shout out to them guys for trying to keep Travis in the water.
Thank you, thank you. Now we gotta figure it out tomorrow. You dialed in, bro?
Hoping to have a good day.
He's always dialed in. How do you get dialed in like that? Like, how do you find these spots, JP? How do you do it?
Got a good friend. Once again, here we go with
you
Travis,
stay off that.
Travis claiming all of Lake Ontario.
So
it's a 5-mile stretch.
You stay off my
A 5-mile stretch. He circles on a map and he says, yo, bro, go over in this area. This could be pretty productive. So, you know, what's the bro going to do? He goes down there, starts checking it out. Well, I look at the map, right? That's a good knot right there. And I go, oh, that spot looks pretty good. So I go over, right, come off pad, put the live scope on, and there's just this little tiny shelf. And man, it looked like a Christmas tree from the 1960s with them the red ball ornaments, blobs everywhere, right? First flip out there, I get a 704.
Nice.
I'm like, man, this is something special. So Travis, I start expanding on the area, right? And Travis comes up and he goes, yo, how you doing? I said, it's pretty good over here, man. There's some fish in here. And he goes, what am I looking for? So I told him, you know, what I did to find the fish or whatever. And he takes off, right? And I'm fishing and I'm looking and I don't have a .1 on my new boat yet. And I'm like, man, my map is spinning. I'm like, looks like he's right on the spot. All of a sudden he's like, yeah, right? Because he catches a couple good ones, right? So he comes over and he goes, there's a pile of fish over there. I go, yeah, dude, it's right where I caught the 7. So it's pretty funny how we both look for the same stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Well, let's continue rigging and move on here. We're hours deep.
All right, guys. Here we are, launch. We can go talk to JP, see what's up. There he is. I couldn't find you, Brodus.
Get lost in the dark?
I did.
What's up, guys? Here it is. Final day, final Bassmaster Open, Clayton, New York. Got the smallmouth assassin behind the camera here. Unfavorable weather, but we're gonna do the best we can.
What do you mean unfavorable?
It's blowing.
It'll be a little bumpy.
It's gonna be bumpy, but we're gonna push through it. And hoping for a great day for all of us.
Well, maybe we could get a little enthusiasm here, bro.
All right. Here we go, guys. Gonna smash them.
Yeah, yeah.
26, 27 pounds.
God, really?
Both of us. Yeah.
Dang. What
Putting
time?
the hammer down on the brand new Ranger.
What time can I go to your rock?
I told you. Anytime after 11.
Okay.
Give me till 11 o'clock.
And
Fair?
what time can you go to my rocks?
Anytime after 11.
Never.
Never?
Dude.
Well, then give me my point back.
Dude, that was a... Listen, you know the rules.
Travis is being overpossessive of his rock.
You ever go there again, bro?
I'm going to tell you right now, if I got 24 pounds and I need a big one, I'm going.
No, you're not.
After 11 o'clock.
We ain't talking then ever again. Well, JP won round 2. You got some more words of wisdom?
Round 2, baby. Here I am in the boat that's going to make it happen. Right? We're in Travis's vessel, and wouldn't you know, out of 200 boats, he draws a guy that we travel with, Big Mike.
Well, he's the intruder. He's not necessarily the original team member, but he's growing on us.
Now, Mike, here's the question. At the end of the day, are you going to have one of your spectacular stories about your day on the water? Because it seems like you got a lot of drama and excitement with every angler you draw.
I am sure I'm going to have some stories.
I'm really looking forward to the story at the end of the day.
I promise I won't stab the boat seat with a screwdriver.
I want to know about every meltdown, every episode. You better have the good story. We want the juice.
I'm going to be doing a little recording while I'm out.
Oh boy. You better stay focused and get 3 fish.
He'll get his 3.
Travis is going to bring him right over to 3 12-inchers, so he's got a limit. And then he's going to go out and he's going to catch 27 pounds and show him how it's done.
There you go.
I'm expecting the 27.
Are we done here?
Yeah, we're done.
Okay. Hope, we're boat 131, so I'm fishing an obvious spot right away and a few other areas near it. So we'll find out if we get lucky or not, and I can get on the little stretch. If not, we'll just go with it. We'll freestyle. Scale 1 to 10, I'm sitting at a 5 right now. Yep, just a 5. Just a 5.
44 tackle wrap. Travis Manson, 131.
So co-angler
One
Mike
more slide by, Travis. Yes, sir. I got
decided
you.
he's
Right
gonna do a
the
little
left, yep.
documentary of his day with me, and he sent me the
Oliver
clips.
Nye in boat 132.
So this should be
Right
interesting.
there? Yeah.
Well, it's co-angler Mike sitting here in the dark. Bassmaster Open. 1,000 Islands. Drew Travis Manson. Pretty big stick. I'm going to bring you along, let you see what it's like to be a co-angler for a day. I'll be back. Well, I'm back. Getting ready to blast off. Fishing with Travis Manson today. I got a few ground rules I have to abide by. For some reason, he asked me to bring an extra change of clothes and rubber boots. Told me not to talk to him for the first 4 hours or so. And told me to hang on. So I can't wait to figure out how this day goes. And I'm really trying to figure out what a broheme is. But I'll checking back in with you. Just got an update from Travis. Apparently the 4-hour no talk thing was more like a don't talk all day. Should make for an interesting day for sure. We're getting ready to blast off here. We're 131. Gonna be an interesting boat ride a couple of times. Travis is a nervous wreck, but he'll survive. Well, we just made it to our first spot. Travis is pretty excited. There's nobody here. It's not really that bad wherever we're at. I haven't got a clue. I think he drove around in circles a couple of times just to throw me off, but we'll find out. It's 9:30 or so. Travis is still on one keeper. He's caught some smaller fish and just threw them back. Things are a little tense here in the boat, a little quiet. Probably should be. It's almost slick out here. I don't know what's going on. We were all worried about how bad the weather was going to be, but I'm sure we'll find them. We're on a new spot. We moved about 6 or 8 times. So far, it's interesting.
This one will bite. Nice, that's the one we need.
Is this when I throw my shit right up in front of the boat?
Take him.
Yeah.
I'll take him. We needed him.
Ooh, that was cool. You called that one. This one will eat. Well, it's about 11 o'clock. We've just made what Travis called an epic move. He's got 3. I've got 1 little one. Looks pretty nice, actually. I think Travis is starting to warm up to me because he tried throwing me out of the boat here a minute ago. Pretty cool practical joke. I know he likes me. So. That one It's around 2 o'clock. Travis has still got 5. Things haven't been going that well. Can't keep the big one stuck. I'm still on 1 fish. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but anyway, we got a couple hours left of fishing time. Hopefully we can get it turned around. Yeah.
So at this point, I lost 4 giants so far, and I'm a little frustrated. I'm a little nervous because I don't really lose fish too often.
Big motherfucker there.
and this was a giant here as well.
Big motherfucker. What we call a gigantic. He's off! Son of a bitch! One thing you should be prepared for is if you're in the boat with Travis.
Well, unfortunately his camera shut off, or maybe I did it on purpose. Got that one though.
Anything else on his mind, and he's been catching them today. Had a couple get off that are gonna hurt him, but he's doing okay. He's got 5 decent ones. Been a good day. I've enjoyed it. I've learned a lot. I've still only got one fish, but I'm good with that. I saw him down there. I dropped my shit. He picked it up. I fucked it up.
That guy. 131.
131?
Yep.
Travis.
Yep.
Put her up in the air, babe. Thank you, guys.
Well, we're back. Excuse for this ordeal. I don't know if we caught it all on camera, but I lost 4 giants today, and it's gonna hurt me. I'm gonna have to catch them tomorrow. It was just a weird day, weird bite. I couldn't get on anything. It happens, but we're gonna weigh these in, and I'm gonna have to catch 25 to get paid tomorrow for sure. Wish we would have done a little better. Well, we had the right ones on today. Yep. We really did. Oh.
So because I had those 2 little 3 1/4, 3 1/2 pounders in the live well, I only had about just over 20 pounds for day 1. Now, if I would have caught those fish, and I know, but I'm just saying, I had them hooked up, I should have been sitting around 25 1/2, 26 pounds if I would have been able to get those fish in, but it just didn't happen. So back to the house I go and try to figure out a game plan for the next day. It's all going to be wind dependent, I guess. Finally got rigged up. Beautiful evening here where I'm staying this week on Chameau Bay. So Gary, our buddy Gary's in 3rd, I think. He had like 25 pounds. JP, decent day, 17. Tom's trolling motor, his battery died right away. Like, he's not getting a good charge. So he had no trolling motor all day. He had 14 pounds or so, give or take. Don't quote me on that. So we all got work to do. I got work to do. I'm going to try to catch a decent bag tomorrow, obviously. Who says, I'm going to try to suck tomorrow? No. I'm optimistic. See you guys in the morning. Yo, as you can see, I'm bouncing around and I'm in the protected area. I'm in the back, the seawall's right here. And we have some pretty big waves today, so that's going to throw a whole curve into the game plan this morning. I was expecting to go run out on the lake again just to check a spot, but I don't think that's going to be a possibility with these strong northwest winds. Actually, it feels northeast right now, but So this fish, watch how I don't know, I get nervous, guys. I get nervous. I got nervous here, and I had him in the boat, and he jumps back in the water.
That was scary. Oh.
So as you can see, I actually stayed in the river in the morning, but we had that north wind and my drifts were just off, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to catch these fish here. So I actually was able to get a quick limit, you know, a couple 3-pounders, and had to head back out on the lake actually to get a couple good ones in the morning here.
That's not gonna help. Not as big as I thought.
So after that sun started to come out a little bit, it had pretty good visibility. I ended up going shallow and was able to start catching a few fish. Actually, 2 key fish came shallow for me on day 2. So I now have 3 good ones and 2 small ones I need to get rid of. I have about 45 minutes left. And so I'm going to go run and try to make something happen here.
That's the one.
So this fish really fought, and I knew it was going to be a key fish, but this one stressed me out. This one stressed me out. We got 20 minutes to go.
That's the one, guys.
Got him! Yes!
So my motor started stalling on the way back, and just violently shaking. So I might have flung a blade or something, but I made it. Luckily, my new friend, I flagged him down. I said, "Yo, I need some help," and he followed me in. And he still has plenty. He has a couple 10 minutes of fishing time, so he made sure I got into the bay. What a tough day, but we got him. I don't know how, man. Why can't it be easy? Why can't I be eating, chilling, drinking some water, just doing whatever by 10 o'clock? Never happens that way for me.
1, 2. Caught him today. Smallest one.
All right, ready?
Well, I missed the top 10. I took 14th. Not what I was expecting or wanting, but it is what it is. Thanks for hanging out. I know it's been a longer video. We got a bunch more videos of some big smallmouth fishing moving forward, so don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, until next time, we'll see you on the water.